My name is Don Byers.
And I've worked on Panteras for the last 31 years.
First time I saw a Pantera, I had just got my license and I was driving down Lakewood Boulevard, and then all of a sudden this yellow car went by and I was like, what was that? It started from there, yeah. Next thing you know, I'm hooked. To me, it's the mid-engine and the V8. And, you know, most like the Porsches and stuff, they don't have that V8 sound, and everybody's chasing that V8 sound. And, you know, pretty much this car it's an early car, so you can kind of do whatever you want motor-wise without dealing with the smog rules and smog regulations and stuff. So that kind of intrigued me. We were into flat bottom boats when I grew up, so it was all the big motors and all that stuff and polish and all that stuff. And then this car had that, so it was like, you know, it was like the flat bottom for the street for me. That's the biggest enjoyment I get out of is taking a car that's been on the road for like 25, 30 years and then resurrecting it. I really get really excited after the car's been sitting for 25 years and finish it. And I won't drive until I'm done, and then go drive that car. And just to me, to be driving that car, knowing that car hasn't touched a pavement in 25 years or more, it's a cool thing. In the 70s and 80s, that was the thing, to fix them up, polish, do the manifold, motors, and then the racing, Riverside Raceway, you know, taking a car there, racing on the faster, more power, bigger wheels and all that stuff. And now today the trend is actually going the other way. It's starting to go back to the all original car, but they still want the other stuff on there, but it's more the original way. The owner is totally involved in the whole thing, everything I do. You know, I present it to you, we talk about it, you know, how we're gonna lay it out, how we're gonna do the firewall, how we're gonna put this, what we're gonna do that, what kind of exhaust system we're gonna use, how we're gonna do the interior, what kind of radiator we're gonna use, what kind of brakes. I just want to do it the right way. I want to do it the way it's going to work, and it's going to be a good driver. That's what I'm after. I'm after a good driving car, and I want to see a smile on the customer's face, you know, after he drives it. If I was to describe a perfect Pantera, in my eyes, it would be it'd be a wolf in sheep's clothing. It would look almost all stock, but it would have everything we'd be done to it. That's my vision of a perfect car. Kind of like they're doing the new Mustangs, the Hemis, and the Cudas and all that stuff. That way, but still using the old school car, but putting all the good stuff on it, but not all the blingy polish and all that stuff. I like it toned down more to what it would have been back in its era at the 70s. You know, we didn't have the polish, it was more subtle, but all the stuff's there. Something that would just absolutely eat everything up on the road, but looks like it's stock. That's my vision of a good Pantera. I think there's somewhere around 5,000 cars in the United States, and I don't know what's left now, you know, hardcore numbers. And over the 30 years, my guess, I've probably done maybe 250 to 300 cars, which is, I've barely scratched the surface, and that's what I do every day, all day, 30 years, and I've barely scratched the surface on it. So there's tons of those cars out there, somewhere, in a barn or somewhere. They're somewhere. Details take time. It takes a lot of time. I've spent all day on one little stupid project, you know, you don't even see it, but I'll spend all day on it to make it right, in my eyes.
But you know it's right.
I know it's right. I'm not good until it's good. I'll just keep doing it. If I pull the transmission out 3 times, 4 times, I'll pull the transmission out 3 or 4 times till it's right. Yeah. Or the motor, or the suspension, or the brakes, or the boot, the whole car. The whole interior has to come back out. That's what it is. The whole interior comes back out, and then I'll fix what needs to be fixed, and I'll put it all back in. Once I'm done with that, I'm ready to start over again, like this car next to me, and make it the ultimate car. And then I'm out to make a better ultimate car than that car, and then it just never stops.